Thanks again for joining us here on ValleyCentral.com. Joe Bowling with you on a Friday night, coming to you from Sharyland, where the bands have just concluded their performances here. And yeah, we actually were able to stream both the bands with the audio and video for you. And so for your entertainment, that was good stuff coming to you from the bands. Now here in this football game, as we get set for the second half, it's the Sharyland Rattlers all over the Edinburgh Economides Jaguars, 42-0 already as we get set for the second half, as the Rattlers did just about anything they wanted offensively against this Jaguar team, including getting the ball with less than a minute to go in the half, launching a one-play 48-yard drive, scoring on a touchdown that racked it from 35 to 42 points on the scoreboard. Jaguars will get the football to start the second half. They'll be going left to right as I view this from the press box. I atop the stands here in Sharyland, Texas. Mission Sharyland with the kickoff, and away we go. A high, deep kick, and that's going to boom all the way into and out of the end zone and into the band back there where the Rattlers will now send their defense out on the field. Thus far, they've shut out this Edinburgh Economides team. Economides had the ball in the red zone, but couldn't capitalize on that. But once again, fans, this was a game dominated in the first half by the Rattlers, and right now they continue to push forward as we get set for this second half. Jaguars found a little something in the running game, latter stages of the second quarter. We'll see what they do here to start the second half. Alvarez under center, man in motion left to right, handoff to the up man, takes it out across the 30-yard line. Good quick 5-yard carry. And we'll probably see lots of new faces in this ball game for these two teams. In this case, that was Amador Puente on the carry for the Jaguars. Got 5, brings up 2nd and 5. Just underway here in the third quarter from Sharyland. Jaguars with the football. Man in motion again. They'll hand off to the motion man. Tries the right side. Nothing there this time. He'll be thrown back for a loss on the play as this Rattler defense was all over that one. Tony Izagiri on the carry. Never got a chance to turn upfield as the defense just swarmed right there. Drops him. 3rd and long coming up for the Jaguars, who fell in a quick hole in this one and have now looking up at a 42-point lead owned by the Rattlers. Izagiri checks out of the ball game for Economides. They'll line up with a 2-receiver set. One wide right, the other wide left. I formation behind Luis Alvarez on 3rd down and 8. Play action, wants to throw. Here comes the rush. Got the pass away, incomplete, and he took a heavy hit. Alvarez had no time to get that pass away. And so it's punting time for the Jaguars, and that took all of a minute and a half to start and finish that first drive of the second half. Rattlers will get good field position in this one. Special teams have excelled. Offense obviously doing its job. Defense pitching a shutout. All Rattlers. Snap back a good one. The kick's an end-over-end kick. Takes a Jaguar bounce, fielded by the Rattlers at the 40. Quickly across the midfield stripe and down the left sideline. Big tackle delivered and made right there. Ramsey Ramirez on a big-time tackle to finish that off, but how about the return by the Rattlers? They'll take the ball all the way down to the 31-yard line of the Economides Jaguars. This is not the first drive that we've seen that the Rattlers start in Jaguar territory. And the good news for the Rattler fans, Lance Madden, who had left the game earlier, appears to be okay. He'll be the starting quarterback to start this second half. First drive in the third quarter from the 31. Or is that Madden? That's Diego Chrysler. I thought it was Madden. So hold off on the real good news. penalty against the Rattlers before the snap. Now I'm looking on the sideline to see if I see. Okay, I see Madden. He's on the bench behind this in street clothes, sitting on the trainer's table. 1st and 15. Chrysler swings a pass to the right-hand side. That's going to be caught. Move made it to the 35, back to the 30, and then out of bounds, and a huge hit's delivered out there on the tail end of that play. Fortunately for the Jaguars, no penalty thrown. Could have been. 10:06 to go. You can see the receiver was out of bounds. The man just kind of rolled up under his legs. Stops the clock. 10:06 to go. Third quarter. Sharyland with a football at the Economides 29. Shotgun formation for Diego Chrysler. 3 receivers right side, 2 left. Has the pass. Looks over the right side. It's caught inside the 20-yard line. Spinning down to the 18-yard line. Rattlers with 12 more yards and another completed pass by Diego Chrysler. And the offense just continues to move the football at will against this Economides team. 1st and 10 Rattlers. Chrysler gets a play from the sidelines. They were in more of a hurry up. Now they're letting a little time eclipse off of that play clock. Down to 13 as he takes a snap. Running play, right side. Gonzalez takes it across the 10, on his feet to the 5. What a move. Strong move. Down to the 4, into the 3-yard line. Michael Gonzalez looked like they were going to bring him down at the 10-yard line. Made 2 quick, strong moves. Finished it off. They'll mark him down at the 4. 1st and goal coming up for the Rattlers from the 4 of the Economides Jaguars. Diego Chrysler waits, takes a snap, hands it off. Once again, it's going to be Gonzalez. Takes it inside the 2. Brought down, I believe, just shy of the goal line. The officials are going to mark him down about the half-yard line. 9-10 and counting here in the third quarter. Sharyland up 42-0, looking for more. Looking at some of the scores out there, and score passed along. Had Brownsville St. Joe was 62 in the second quarter, so they're light yards ahead of the scoring here in this one. Running play, Gonzalez. There's 6 more for the Rattlers. Easy carry, right side. Michael Gonzalez takes it in. And with 8:43 to go in the third quarter, Sharyland Rattlers jump out 48-0 over Edinburgh Economides. Short field to operate with for the Rattlers, and they just march it right downfield. Capped off on a Michael Gonzalez run to the right side. Why not give it back to him? He got a big bulk of that yardage on a carry that got him the 1st and goal. The extra point is blocked by Economides. They'll run with the ball down the left-hand side, out across the 20, 25-yard line, thrown down after that. But Economides comes up with a blocked extra point. Tack that on the highlight reel for the Jaguars, and it's a limited edition short version. If you're searching for highlights tonight for the Jags. 48-0 as the Rattlers score first here in the second half on their first drive. And now they'll kick the ball off to Edinburgh Economides. That one, once again, you just look back at the field position for the Rattlers. Is that running up the score? No. It's taking a 31-yard drive in a matter of just a couple of minutes. That's the 4th drive that has been less than 2 minutes tonight that I can recall for the Sharyland Rattlers. Up 48-0. It's been all Rattlers here this evening. They jumped out on top in the first quarter and have never looked back. Economides to return this kick if they can. A high kick, deep kick, about 4 or 5 yards deep, and they'll bring it out. Out across the 5 to the 10, middle of the field to 15, and down to the 19-yard line. And that's where Economides will take over, 1st and 10. Trailing 48-0. Running game limited, passing game shut down tonight by this Sharyland defense. And so the Rattlers continue to excel. Check that St. Joe score. Halftime, 63-0. 1st and 10 for Economides. Alvarez takes a snap, hands the ball off, running play left side, out across the 22-yard line. Short gain on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and call it 7.5. For Economides. Arlington South all over Porter, 58-0. His scores come trickling in via Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at JoeKGBT. Try to give you some photos and more from this game as we bring it to you here live on the stream. 2nd down play for the Jaguars. Pitch out left side. Hard running across the 25-yard line. Tripped up there. Ramsey Ramirez on the carry. Short of 1st down yardage. San Benito leading McAllen Rowe 28-14. Tarpons get another score. This time Martinez takes it in on a 10-yard run. They're up now 17-7. That's at home at PI. Donna North leading Progresso 10-3. 3rd down play for the Jaguars with 7:09 to go in the 3rd. They'll run it up the middle and break it across the 35 to the 40 to the 45 and tripped up at the 49-yard line. Terrific run that time by the Jaguars. And that'll move the chains all the way out to the 49-yard line. Nice looking run that time by the Jags. And that is once again Amador Puente. Best carry on the night for a tailback for Economides. Run it this time to Ramirez. Takes it to the midfield stripe. Gang tackled there. Thrown backwards. Forward progress will take him to the midfield stripe. 2nd down coming up. Additional scores. My buddy Kevin Naro down there taking the Donna game in. They lead 41-7 in their game. Here it's 48-0. Sharyland over Edinburgh. 2nd down and 9 yards coming up for the Economides Jaguars. Up to the line of scrimmage, Luis Alvarez takes a look at the defense, under center, takes a snap. Pitch out, right-hand side. Looking for a block to get to the outside, down to the 47-yard line of the Rattlers. Zagiri on the carry. Westaco leads PSJA Memorial 14-7. That's after 3 quarters. Los Fresnos all over Lopez, 45-14 in that one. 10:01 left in the 3rd quarter. Timeout here is an injury on the play. Stops the clock with 5:47 to go in the 3rd quarter. Sharyland on top, 48-0 over Edinburgh Economides. Another update from that McAllen Rowe San Benito game. Greyhounds leading. 28-21, that's in the 3rd quarter. Brownsville St. Joe leads Far Oratory. Hey, Far Oratory on the board. It's now 63-8 there. That's a final. That one went quick in the 2nd half, if that's indeed a final score. Harlingen South leads Brownsville Porter. Now that's 64-0 in that one. Reading someone's tweet there. They're saying Harlingen's playing. Well, Cardinals off this week, folks. 5:47 to go in the third quarter. 48-0 Sharyland on top. As again, they're working on an injured player, so stoppage of play here in Sharyland. Lavia leads Bruni 27-6. That's in the fourth quarter. See what other scores I can come across. Looks like Harlingen South has scored again. If that score's right, it's now 71-0. Cougars now, Edinburgh North, still leading 10-7 over Edinburgh. Edinburgh playing tough against Edinburgh North. That game streamed on valleycentral.com. Injured player up and okay. We're back to action here. 5:40 and counting in the third quarter. Economides with the football. 3rd and 6 coming up. Man in motion left to right. Running play up the middle. Inside the 45 of the Sharyland Rattlers. Down to about the 43. That's short of a first down by about 1.5 yards for the Jaguars. And on 4th and 3, they'll go for it. Alvarez under center. Takes a snap, hands the ball off. They'll run it right side and won't get it. Tackled back at the 45-yard line, and the Rattlers take over on downs. Economides moves the football a bit. About 35 yards worth on the drive. Take a little time off the clock. But now hand the ball back over to the Sharyland Rattlers with 5:05 left in the third quarter. 48-0 the score, the Rattlers lead. Rattler offense back on the field. This has been a scary sight to see if you're on the Economides sidelines. Diego Chrysler, the quarterback. Shotgun formation, empty backfield on 1st and 10 from the 45. Hand off to the motion man. Short side of the field. Breaks it down the sideline, wrapped up there. Stepping out at the 49 of the Jaguars. That's a 6-yard gain. Too much speed here tonight on this field. Presented by the Sharyland Rattlers against this Economides team. On a night Economides came in here hoping they could slug it out with this Rattler team. Nothing doing. 48 unanswered points. All Rattlers. Rattlers run the ball again. This time a big hit delivered in the backfield, and that play goes nowhere. 4 players back there for the Jaguars to shut down that running play. And a loss on the play of a couple brings up 3rd and 6. 4:43 and counting. Rattlers on a 3rd down. Chrysler wants to throw, setting up a screen pass. That ball's batted down, incomplete. Economides covered the screen to perfection. Rattlers have punted once tonight, if I can recall that. And it's now 4th and 6, football at the 49-yard line. Empty backfield. Well, now Chrysler keeps the back in the backfield with him. We'll see if he drops back into punt formation. Looks over the sideline. Now he'll drop back into that short punt formation. Takes a snap. Going to run with the ball. Gets hit, and down he goes. Jaguars were all over that. Chrysler wouldn't have had time to get the kick away. And he gets dropped at the 47-yard line, and that's where Economides takes over with 4:14 left here in the third quarter. A little sign of life for the Jaguars. Trying to build something they can take out of this game to head into next week's action. Another score for you. La Feria all over Santa Maria. 35-0. That's in the third quarter. Alvarez hands the ball off. Running play left-hand side. Across the 45 to pin it at the 44-yard line of the Sharyland Rattlers. Staying inbounds with 4:01 to go. And it's now 2nd down and 6. 3:49 to go in the third quarter. Economides up to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down. They'll run it up the middle. Yardage there. High stepping inside the 35. That's another 1st down. First guy through, rumbling forward for Economides. That's Puente again. And a new set of downs for the Jaguars. Stops the clock long enough to move the chains. 3:31 left in the third quarter. Jaguars up to the line of scrimmage. Been shut out thus far. 48-0 they trail. Alvarez under center. Takes a snap, hands the ball off. First man through. Got through the line of scrimmage and gets hit hard and thrown backwards. Helmets fly off on that collision. And it'll bring up 2nd and long for the Jaguars. Under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Sharyland led 42-0 at the half. They've scored 6 here in the third. Jaguars with one sustained drive. Took some time off the clock, and now they're marching the ball after tackling a punter on an exchange of possessions. Pass play by the Jaguars. That's up for grabs. Incompleted pass, and again, Alvarez took a huge hit. He was backpedaling, kind of released the football at the same time as the hit occurred. Receiver never had a chance to finish the route. 2:28 to go. 48-0 the score. Jaguars with the football. Trying to build a positive here in Sharyland. From the Rattler 34, up to the line of scrimmage is Alvarez. Shotgun formation, twin receivers right and left. Single back in the backfield for Alvarez. Drops back, looks to throw, fires it over the middle, incomplete. Receiver that time, Doroteo Areola. After the ball skipped off of him, he met a defender back there in the secondary head on, and he wins that collision. Knocking a guy flying, staying on his feet. Clock stops with 2:22 remaining. 4th and 9 coming up for the Jaguars. From the Rattler 34. Shotgun formation for Alvarez. On 4th down, drops back, here comes the rush. Delivers a pass, it's going to be picked off. Down the sideline go the Rattlers. To the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15. One man to beat at the 10-5 touchdown, Sharyland. Intercepted pass, give it 68 yards. Jumping the route on 4th and 9. Rattlers score again, and this time the defense puts points on the board. Alvarez never saw the defender. As a rush was coming right in his face on that left-hand side, you could see the defender jump the route, ran through the receiver, and then was in the sideline route with blockers ahead. One guy to beat, he just ran right past him. Extra point blocked again by the Jaguars. They'll pick up the football, run it forward, tackled at about the 13, and a second time here in the second half that the Economides Jaguars block an extra point by the Rattlers. But Sharyland, thanks to the defense, puts more points on the board and are now up 54-0 over the Jaguars of Economides. 2:06 left here in the third quarter. So the Jaguars, again in the third quarter, are going to win a couple of battles. They'll win the time of possession. .206 remaining here in this game. It's third quarter of play, though. They won the time of possession. They'll gain more yards than the Rattlers in the third quarter, but they give up 12 points. Rattlers on a short field marched at 31 yards when their offense had the ball. And now the defense comes up with the interception, a pick six. 2:06 left here in the third. 54-0, Sharyland leads. Reminding you, you can watch the video of this one about an hour after the conclusion of tonight's broadcast here on valleycentral.com, as is the case with the other 9 games we're streaming with live audio here in the Rio Grande Valley. Had plenty of fans asking what's up with the Port Isabel game. We covered them last year in the postseason. Right now, unable to broadcast their game this week. We'll work on that, fans. That's all I can tell you. High, deep kickoff, fielded inside the 5 by the Jaguars, across the 10 to the 15, to the 20, 25, 26, maybe the 27-yard line. And that's where the Jaguars will take over. First and 10, minute 58 to go in the third quarter. Still looking to get their first points on the night. Look at a couple of things of concern for Coach Ron Adame and company. First of all, one of their prime players, quarterback Lance Madden, went down with an injury in the second quarter. Appeared to be a lower leg injury or an ankle. They worked on him for a while on the trainer's table, and now he is on the sideline in street clothes, limping with his left knee bandaged. So I can see that down there now clearly. Run play up the middle for the Jaguars. That goes nowhere. Loss on the play as the Rattlers defense again stuffs that run. See if I can get a picture of Lance Madden. I'll throw that out there on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. As he's down on the sideline, he's got some black shorts and gold trim, wearing number 8. Left knee bandaged up. He stands about the 50-yard line behind the Sharyland Rattler bench. Second down play coming up for Economides. They'll run it, bounce it to the right side and the outside, turn the corner at the 30, 35, 40, 45-yard line and out of bounds. Nice carry by Jussie Gonzalez for the Jaguars. Coming up, Instagram. Quick pic of Lance Madden on the sideline. He's now settled himself back at the bench, so we won't be able to show his knee bandaged up. But when he limped out there a moment ago, we had an opportunity. Minute 5 to go here in the third. Jaguars of Economides with the football. Down 54-0. Running play, left-hand side. Cut it back upfield, back into Rattler territory at the 49. Clock running with 54 seconds to go. We'll say this for Lance Madden, even though he is bandaged up, he's limping. He's not on crutches. But that would be the primary concern right now. 28 seconds to go here in the third. Jaguars going to run the ball on a trap play up the middle. That should be enough for a first down. And first down play coming up for the Jaguars. 14 seconds left here in the third. 54-0. Jaguars not going to snap it. They'll take us into the fourth quarter. It's been all Sharyland, including the third quarter. They outscored the Jaguars 12-0 in that quarter. Lead 54-0. We'll be back with the fourth quarter on valleycentral.com. Back here, fourth quarter action. Economides with a football, and they will run the ball up the middle on a trap, and a big play busted again. Inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line on a quick trap play again by Economides, down to the Sharyland 15-yard line. And the first play of the fourth quarter, impressive-looking run by the Jaguars. Dropped at the 14, first and 10. Jaguars trying to prevent the shutout. Down 54-0. 11 minutes and counting here in the game. Jaguars up to the line of scrimmage. New quarterback in the ball game, hands the ball off. Running play off the left side, and that'll gain a yard or two. David Garcia, the new quarterback in the game, has been running the show here for most of the second half. Luis Alvarez and company shut down here tonight on the road. 11:12 to go. Clock running. Jaguars in no hurry really to snap the football. Trying to take as much time as they can off the clock. Up to the line is Garcia. Movement on the line. Penalty flags come in. Action 4 tonight during our 10 o'clock newscast. We'll swing into full-blown Friday Sports Extra mode. Highlights and interviews from across the Rio Grande Valley, including highlights from this one. Take your pick any quarter you want. I could take the highlights and say Sharyland dominated, as is the case here. Show you the scoring early. There was no real turning point in this ball game, with the exception of the opening kickoff. Running play coming up by the Jaguars. Garcia hands it off. Trap play, that goes nowhere. Short gain, if any, by Ramsey Ramirez. $10:37 to go. And counting in the ball game. Sharyland up 54-0 over Edinburgh Economides. Running play again for the Jaguars. Run it to the outside, right side, and that'll go nowhere. They stood up Jesse Gonzalez, never got him down, but threw him backwards. Officials blow that play dead. Brings up fourth down for the Jaguars. Again, you can look for perhaps a field goal, put points on the board, prevent the shutout. Clock running with 9:45 to go. This is going to put me right on the edge of being on time for the recap during our live show at 10. My main concern is getting through the Sharyland crowd. Fourth down play. Jaguars pitch it out. Now they want to throw the ball into the corner of the end zone, and the receiver tripped and fell down. There was 5 guys back there in coverage. for Sharyland. And so the Rattlers take over on downs on the incompleted pass. 9:17 to go in the game. And let's see who Sharyland brings in at the quarterback spot. Up 54-0. It's Diego Chrysler. Shotgun formation. Chrysler from his 10, waits, takes a snap. Running play left-hand side out across the 20 to the 25-yard line. It's about a 9-yard carry. On Parents' Night here at Sharyland. Port Isabel scores again on a field goal. They're up now 20-7. 2:32 left in that game. Looks like they're going to go to 4-0. Running play for the Rattlers out across the 30. Huge hit delivered at the 33-yard line. Good enough, though, for a first down. 8:36 left in this game. Israel Gomez on that tackle. That's a big hit delivered by one of the secondary guys for Economides. Rattlers, 1st and 10. Shotgun formation for Diego Chrysler. Drops back, wants to throw. Hit as he throws. Pass delivered and caught across the 30. Move made by the receiver to the 40. 45, still on his feet to the 48-yard line. And right now you're still rolling the dice if you're Sharyland. Diego Chrysler gets up gingerly as he heads back towards the area to take the next snap. Already Lance Madden down. Diego Chrysler in the game. 8 minutes left. 54-0 they lead. Still in the fourth quarter. He took a huge hit as he delivered that last pass. Lines up in a shotgun formation here from his own 49. Chrysler takes it, hands it off. Delay. Tailback takes it into Jaguar territory. Knocked off his feet at the 45. 6.5-yard gain. Brings up a second down for Sharyland. Got a final. Harlingen South beats Brownsville Porter 71-0. 71 by South. Second down coming up for the Rattlers. 7 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the ball game. Shotgun formation again for Diego Chrysler. Takes a snap, hands it off, running play right side, down to the 40. That's enough for a first down. Martinez on the carry by the Rattlers. But again, enough for a first down. Rattlers now at the 38-yard line of the Jaguars. 6:47 and counting. 54-0 Rattlers on top. Chrysler out of a shotgun. Waits to take the next snap. Wants to throw. Now he's going to run up the middle. Hit and thrown down at the 30-yard line. 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1 coming up. Chrysler took a big hit that time. Up 54-0, 6:17 left in the game. Rattlers no longer in the hurry-up offense, but they are still in the no-huddle offense. They're allowing the play clock to go down under 10 in most cases. Chrysler on second down. Hands it off, running play, sweep right side. First down inside the 25, down to the 23. Martinez again. Maceo Martinez on the carry. 5:50 and counting once they spot the chains. Rattlers, all of this drive, utilizing the run game. 5:37 and counting. Play clock down to 9. Rattlers on a 1st and 10 from the 23. Sweep left, inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. About a 6-yard, make it a 5-yard gain on that. Well, now they'll mark him down, knee down for a 4-yard carry. 2nd down and 6. For the Rattlers of Sharyland, who came out, made a statement in the first quarter, and really never looked back in this one. Up 54-0. We'll go under the 5-minute mark. Diego Chrysler out of a shotgun formation. Sends a man in motion left to right, hands the ball off up the middle. Down to around the 15-yard line. That'll be short of a first down by a yard for the Rattlers. Third down and 3 coming up. Chrysler had a big game. Anybody that suited up and stepped on the football field had a big game tonight for the Rattlers. There's a tackle made short of a first down on a running play by the Rattlers. That brings up 4th down. Now if you're Sharyland, you're in a what-do-you-do situation here. Up 54-0. 4th and 3. If you want to work on the kicking game, might be an area of concern. You've had 2 extra points blocked. They'll keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and 3. Diego Chrysler takes a snap, keeps it himself, running play, and he got down real close to first down yardage. Looks like the spot will give him a first down. And the Rattlers will maintain possession. It is 1st and goal coming up for the Rattlers. 3:34 to go. Edinburgh Economides snuck up on this Rattler team a year ago. Eventually fell in a shootout. Not the case tonight. Hit with 54 unanswered points. Chrysler and company wanting more now. 1st and 10 from the 12. Penalty flags before the snap. Delay a game against the Rattlers. Rattlers doing what they can to run this clock out. These running plays. They've moved the chains, though, that keep stopping the clock, and now the delay a game moves them back 5 yards. And I'm going to be walking through a sea of red very shortly. .249 to go. Running play right side. Big hit delivered. Was that Chrysler again on the carry? He took another big hit. Penalty's going to be against the Economides Jaguars with 2:41 remaining in this game. $54-0. Sharyland rolling on here. They'll move to 4-0 on the season with this convincing win. Out of a shotgun once again, Diego Chrysler. 1st and goal. Ball at the 7. Running play right-hand side, down to about the 3. Port Isabel wins against La Grua, 20-7 on that one. PI defense shows up again. The Seawall defense limits La Grua to 7 points. They go to 4-0. Be sure to watch Action 4 Sports tonight. Friday Sports Extra, you'll catch all the highlights from that one, this one, and more. Sunday Sports Extra will have an even longer version of Sports Extra. Running play for the Rattlers, backpedaling to the end zone, and he's going to be down just short of the goal line. Brings up 3rd and goal for the Rattlers. Football, the edge of the football, about a couple inches short. Allows the clock to run a little more. Minute 33 on the game clock. Now a minute 30 as they start the play clock. Chrysler out of a shotgun. Jumps up under center, takes a snap, drives forward, hit, driven backwards, stays on his feet, and 4 more guys there to greet him. He won't get in. Brings up 4th and goal. Clock running with a minute 9 to go. Lance Madden out, injured in the second quarter, wrapped up left knee. Diego Chrysler, your other quarterback for the Sharyland Rattlers, in the ball game, closing stages here. Under a minute left, 54-0, his team leads. On 4th and goal, they'll line up in a shotgun here. From the 2. Running play, and that won't get in. So the Jags hold off a final scoring chance for the Rattlers. And they'll take over at their own 3. 39 seconds left in this one. This will be a very, very quick post game from here in the press box as I've got to make my way down on the field. 54-0 the score. Jaguars going to fall here tonight to the Sharyland Rattlers. Sharyland scored on their first 3 possessions. Their defense came up and scored the last points of the game. In between, they did whatever they wanted in winning this ball game big. Jaguars line up. Shadows of their end zone when they take this snap. They'll run it to the outside on the right side, out across the 5 to about the 9. And after they spot this football, they will not have to snap it again. That'll take us to the end of this one, my friends. Sharyland Rattlers roll on tonight at home. Win this one 54-0. Again, encourage you to watch the replay of this one. You listen to it live here on valleycentral.com. I'm Joe Bowling for Action 4 Sports. Economides will snap it one more time. They do so, run it, and that will do it. Rattlers win it 54-0. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Joe Bowling for Action 4 Sports and valleycentral.com. Till next time, so long for just a little while.